So the engine mount comes with a new boot. I'm not sure whether this rubber part of the boot gets clamped down. This is the engine side, this is the chassis side. So that fits over. So whether the mount comes in here or whether it squashes this boot in, I don't know. We'll have to see what that's like when we take it out. But what I want to do is take a measurement at this hole here and this edge here, and we'll see what the old ones are like when they come out. So we're measuring right on that hole edge and there, nice and straight. So that measures 108.6 millimeters. So we'll see what the old ones are. We'll take some measurements on the car so you can compare. And then we'll take some measurements on the car with the new ones in there and see what difference it is. So this is the other one. And that's measuring 108.4. So only a 0.2 difference between the two new ones. So this gap here between the cross member and the sump, that is only about 3 or 4 mil. So that's a sign that your engine mounts have sunken down. So this side here with the aircon compressor, got the aircon compressor here. There's also the power steering hose in the way there. So you've either got to take all that out, maybe drop the steering rake a little bit to get to it, or drop the exhaust pipe out and come in through this way for this side. This side here, where the alternator is, I can actually get the engine mount up through here. That's the new one there. Bit easy if I undo that cable. Unplug the cable here from the alternator. So I think we'll try that side first. Here's the bottom engine mount bolt here, which is easy to get to. The top one's not going to be so easy. There's the bolt head. As you can see, it's recessed down. Exhaust manifold's right there. And a 16mm socket fits it the nicest. So as you can see, there's no room to get a socket with a ratchet on there. Okay, so I just went and bought a whole set of these, because all the ones I have are the wrong size. And this one here is the 16, so that should be a perfect fit. That offset there is a little bit less than the socket, I think. Yep, it's a little bit lower than the socket. And it's got a nice skinny head to it, so you should be able to get it on the bolt, hopefully, without it hitting the metal cover. Okay, so we got the bolt out. It's the perfect 16mm spanner to fit there. Ring spanner here that fits it. This bit here is a bit of a pain, gets in the way a little bit, so I'm almost tempted to cut this off. But even though I had it on there, I couldn't get enough force on there, so I ended up putting the crowbar up against the exhaust manifold and then levering the exhaust manifold here, and then use that to lever and get enough pressure on there to loosen the bolt. And then the bolt came out. And here's the cover. The cover's off. So as you can see, when the bolt's in here, it's like that. Sits across the car like that. So this bit here is the problem to get your spanner on there. You need that socket. You need that socket there because of this ridge. There's the cover. So front wheels are running this way. This sort of sits to the left wheel. So when you get your spanner on there, that's why you need a socket type one. Because a normal spanner is going to get caught up with this ridge here. So there's the notch. So I've got two jacks, got one up at the front of the sump, which not too keen to do it there, and we've got one down here on the bow housing. So we're just going to do them nice and even. Thing is, when you're doing this, it's jacking the whole car up to start with. So on the side that I'm not doing the mount on, I've just put a big long bolt in here so that if it wants to lift on this side, it can lift. And we've got the engine mount out. But we're going to have to jack it up some more to get the new one in. Okay, the new one's in. Just going to put the bolts and the metal cover back on and then drop the motor down and have a look at this. Before, that was like a 4mm gap. I can get my entire hand in here now. Okay, so that's the jacks are off. So the motor's sitting down with one good engine mount, and now look how much finger I can get in here. That was a 4mm gap before. Now that must be about 12 or 13mm there now. And that's only with one engine mount. So we'll plug the alternator back in. There we go. We'll do those up later. So here's the old one. As you can see, that bit there is, let me straighten this camera up. That bit there is all loose. Getting a bit cruddy on the bottom here. So when we did this, let me get the camera angle right. There's a fair bit of play there. But when we measured this yesterday, get it square to there, that's 93. And yesterday we were 108. Yeah, 108 on the new ones. So that's 15mm that's compressed down. And just look at the difference. This one's nice in the middle, it's nice and solid. This is totally off center now. It's way compressed down this side. You can just tell how compressed that is compared to how this has got all the different levels. This is just totally compressed down. Look at this. All the crap that's falling out of it. Yeah, that it's almost broken. Yeah. That is just falling apart.